Commercial Codes Act. Commercial Codes Act is nothing but certain amendment given to certain provisions of the Civil Procedure Code to be applicable insofar as commercial disputes are concerned. Then what is a commercial dispute? And when the Commercial Codes Act came to when it has come to operation, it has come into operation on 23rd day of October 2015. Earlier the amount was much higher insofar as jurisdiction is concerned. Now it is more than 3 lakh. If the amount is 3 lakh and above, it comes before the commercial court's jurisdiction. What is a commercial dispute? Ordinary transaction of merchants, financiers, traders relating to mercantile documents, inclusive of enforcement and interpretation of such documents. Okay, there are 22 types of disputes which come under commercial dispute. Number 1 I have just mentioned: export and import merchandise and services, issues relating to admiralty and maritime law. All these things are related to military admiralty adella military barutte. Transactions relating to aircraft engines, sales, helicopter adella barutte. Then comes carriage of goods, construction and infrastructure contracts including tenders, agreements relating to immovable property used exclusively in trade or commerce. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Please note it. All agreement per se is not a commercial dispute. Agreement relating to immovable property used exclusively in trade or commerce is a commercial dispute. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Ambalal Sarabhai Enterprises Limited versus KS Infraspace LLP and another. Ambalal Sarabhai Enterprises Limited versus KS Infraspace LLP and another. Ambalal Sarabhai Enterprise Limited. Bopanna Sahib judgment idu. Civil appeal 7843 of 2019. 7843 of 2019. October 4, 2019 is the date of judgment. Then comes franchising agreement, distribution and licensing agreements, management and consultancy agreements, joint venture agreements. So, JDA della martaralla joint venture agreement. Though it pertains to immovable property, it comes within the ambit of commercial dispute as per section 2.
So, Ambalal Sarabhai Enterprises Limited versus
KS Infraspace.
KS
Infraspace. Then partnership agreements, technology development agreements, IPs, intellectual properties, trademark, patent, all those things will come under the purview of commercial dispute. Agreement for sale of goods, provisions of services, exploitation of oil and gas reserves, insurance and reinsurance, contracts of agency, and any other disputes as may be notified by the central government. Then which is the competent court to deal with the commercial disputes? It is the district courts. Commercial courts antane madidare district courts. Bengaluru illi high court ಆದ್ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿದೆ commercial.
BSN.
all the commercial ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು commercial disputes that were pending prior to this act, all those cases are transferred to commercial courts for disposal in accordance with commercial courts. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದರದ್ದು ಅಪೀಲು it will come before the high court, before the division bench of the high court, commercial appellate court ಅಂತ high court ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪೀಲ್. The important section is section 8. Section 8 it prohibits the revision or appeal as against the interlocutory orders passed by the commercial court. It includes the question of jurisdiction. What section 8 says, notwithstanding anything contained in any other law for the time being in force, no civil revision application or petition shall be entertained against any interlocutory order of a commercial court, including an order on the issue of jurisdiction, and any such challenge subject to the provisions of section 13 shall be raised only in an appeal against the decree of the commercial court. So when you can challenge, suppose if any order is passed at the interlocutory stage by the commercial court, ಏನಾದರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, rejection of production of document application will be rejected. Other suppose anything, ನೀವು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ದಿ ವೆರಿ jurisdiction of the commercial court. So if it is rejected, what is the remedy? Remedy is when you file the appeal under section 13 challenging the final order of the commercial court, you can urge all those things before when you challenge the decree. Then what is the other remedy? When there is no other alternative or efficacious remedy, what is the remedy? What is the remedy? You can file writ petition. No revision, no appeal means only alternative remedy is writ petition. What is the corresponding section in CPC? It is 105, section 105. I will give an example. Other than commercial suit, in any other OS, amendment application ಏನೋ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಪೀಲ್ ಹಾಕಿರಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಗ 1 Rule 10 ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲೋ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾದರೂ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 105, when you file an appeal under section 96, you can challenge the dismissal of these interlocutory orders under section 105 if you file an appeal. Same thing, it is reiterated here insofar as section 8. Is it clear? Then section 11 bar of jurisdiction of commercial courts and commercial divisions. What does it mean? If any suit that is barred under section 9 of CPC. What is section 9? I'll come to section 9. I'll explain section 9 and then we will come back.
Jurisdiction.
See, section 9 speaks, the courts have jurisdiction to try all suits of civil nature excepting suits of which their cognizance is either expressly or impliedly barred. Therefore, any suit which is barred under section 9, you cannot find commercial dispute, because Commercial Courts Act is the extension of CPC. ಅಲ್ಲಿ CPC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಡ್ಲಿ ಬಾರ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಷನ್. Then comes jurisdiction. Jurisdiction, insofar as commercial dispute, it is same as applicable as per section 16 to 20 of CPC. Section 16 to 20 CPC decides the jurisdiction. Let us see what is section 16. In case of immovable property, what is the jurisdictional court?
Where the property is
situated. In case of immovable property situated within 2-3 courts, what is the jurisdiction? Any one court. In case of movable property, what is the jurisdiction?
Where the agreement is.
Where the cause of action. Where the cause of action arises. Or where the business is carried on. So all these things, whatever is available under section 16 to 20, the same is applicable insofar as jurisdiction of commercial courts. Then let us go to the important section, section 12A. What is section 12A? What is section 12A? Pre-institution mediation. What is pre-institution mediation? Before going to the court, and if you are not seeking any interim relief in a suit, first the pre-institution mediation, it must be exhausted. Then only you can go to the regular commercial court. This is mandatory. What does it say? A suit which does not contemplate any urgent interim relief under this section, this act shall not be instituted unless the plaintiff exhausts the remedy of pre-institution mediation. A pre-institution mediation alli file ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 60 + 30 days 90 days ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ it will go before the regular commercial court. This will be dealt by mediators, not the court. Pre-institution mediation will be dealt by the mediator, like mediation ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಲಾಲ್ಬಾಗ್ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾರೆ. pre-institution mediation ನಮ್ಮ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾರೆ. DLS pre-institution mediation 90 days ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. If it is settled with minimum fees, it can be settled. If it is not settled, only in case of if you have not sought for any urgent relief, then you can go before pre-institution mediation. It is mandatory. If there is a application, if there is any urgent relief, it will go before the commercial. Is it clear? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಆ ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ mediation ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಿ regular commercial. Whatever and the award passed by the mediator in a pre-litigation matter, it is treated as an arbitral award. Arbitral award anta treat ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. It is a decree, arbitral award, and it can be executed in a proper civil court. Okay. Then written statement. Written statement ಯಾವ ಥರ? Written statement as provided under Order 8 It is maximum is 120 days. Please note, if written statement is not filed in a commercial court within 120 days, the person will lose the right of defense. Please take this judgment. This judgment to note ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ on the point. This is Civil Appeal 1638 of 19, 1638/2019 Civil Appeal, SCG Contracts India Private Limited. Versus Chamankar Infrastructure Private Limited. Chamankar Infrastructure Private Limited. 1638 of 19 Civil Appeal. 1638/2019 SCG Contracts India Private Limited versus Chamankar Infrastructure Private Limited. Justice Nariman Sahib, the judgment is there. It is dated 12 February 2019. And any judgment that is going to be passed by the commercial court will be a summary, it will be summary in nature. You have 60 days time from the date of judgment to appeal. Please note, 60 days is the time given. ಬೇರೆ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಪೀಲು 30 ಡೇಸ್, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 30 ಡೇಸ್, ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಂದ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 90 ಡೇಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ 60 ಡೇಸ್, 60 ದಿವಸ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್. ಶುಡ್ ಫೈಲ್ ದಿ ಅಪೀಲ್ ವಿದಿನ್ 60 ಡೇಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ದಿ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್, ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 8 ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದರ ಜೂರಿಸ್ಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರಿಕಾಲ್ ದಿ ವಿಟ್ನೆಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಜಿಟೇಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಫೈಲ್ ಎನ್ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 30. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಲ್ ರಿಕಾಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್, ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ 7 ರೂಲ್ 14 ಆಗಲಿ, ಆರ್ಡರ್ 8 ರೂಲ್ 1, you cannot file that application. It is not maintainable in a commercial court. Please note it. 7 ರೂಲ್ 14 ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಡಿಲೇ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸು. ಆಮೇಲೆ 8 ರೂಲ್ 1 year ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಡಿಫೆಂಡೆಂಟ್, ಬಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್, that is not maintainable in a commercial court. Please make a note. You can file an application under order 11. There is a separate provision section is provided, that is provided under order 11. Order 11 alle file ಮಾಡಿ. A plaintiff can file the application under order 11 subclass 1, please note, and defendant can file application under order 11(7) subclass 10. This is very important, please note it. If you file an application under 7 rule 1, 7 rule 14 ಅಥವಾ 8 rule 1 ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ it will be dismissed because there is a bar under the very provision. Notice 11 rule 7, there is a bar. For avoidance of doubt, it is hereby clarified that order 13 rule 1, order 7 rule 4 and Order 8 Rule 1A of Code of Civil Procedure shall not apply to suits or application before the commercial divisions of High Court or Commission. So 11 Rule 1 and 11 Rule 7 are the relevant provision for belated production of documents. Then case flow management anta ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ commercial court. Case flow management ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ within so and so date you should file a written statement. Within so and so date you should file your affidavit evidence. Within so and so date you should cross examine. So also the defense evidence arguments, all these things. Case flow management. ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. In all probabilities, commercial suits should be decided on day-to-day basis. Summary procedure should be adopted. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಸಲ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಅಫಿಡವಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅವರು ಅಫಿಡವಿಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅಫಿಡವಿಟ್ಸ್ and the available documents I will decide anta without going into trial. The commercial court can decide the matter by writing a summary judgment.
Maximum 6 months.
6 months. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೋಗೇಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫೈಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೋಗೇಟ್ರೀಸ್. ನೀವೇನು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅವ್ರೇನು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ ನೋಟಿಸ್. Do you admit these documents? Do you admit these pleadings? ಈ ಥರ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ನು ಡಿನೈಯಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದನ್ನು ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ದಿ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ reduced and the court can decide more number of cases. Why means the amount involved is more than 3 lakhs. It's quite big money under Indian standards. Therefore, in order to bring speedy disposal